So what is actually the best like workout routine for most people? So the best routine for most people is like a full body workout 3 days a week, and there's many reasons why. So reason number one why is just time and energy and motivation levels. You know, ultimately, even if we want to train every day, most days, etc., the motivation after a while of doing that starts to dissipate. No matter who you are, even like if you're a bodybuilder or whatever, it's gonna hit you at a point. Not only that, it's also just the recovery ability. So even if you're doing a body part split, you're breaking the body into chunks and you're training it like push pull legs, whatever, that can work, and each muscle gets a bit of recovery. But you have like systemic fatigue in the body, and sometimes the body just needs pure downtime. It really does, and there's nothing you can do that replaces the downtime. That's the thing. And the next reason here is people do typically miss workouts here and there. So if you miss a full body routine and you've trained once or twice that week, at least you've hit your whole body in a balanced way. So you're not gonna really create big imbalances throughout your physique. That's the next thing. And you know, the other thing is really the stress of organizing it. You know, if you're only organizing 3 workouts a week, that's half as stressful as working out 6. And that gives you a lot of flexibility to play with. So say you can't train on Monday, well, it's okay, you can just pick another day. You can go, okay, Tuesday and Thursday. And if you even do that twice, you've still stimulated every muscle at least twice that week. So it's just a much more efficient way to train, to be honest. Now, the reasons people don't like doing this is, number one, they just like going to the gym more, which I understand. I'm one of those people. I struggle with coming out of a body part split because of this reason. 2, sometimes you don't really get the same amount of variety. There are ways you can put variety into a full body routine. If you're picking one exercise for a body part, usually it's a compound lift most of the time. The next thing here, guys, as well, why people don't like training this way is it is a bit more fatiguing in the workout. So when you're training like in a split, you know, you're only training part of the body, so it's not gonna be most of the time as systemically fatiguing as training your whole body. Your whole body, you are gonna feel it. You are gonna feel a bit different after you've trained your entire body. I'm gonna be honest with you. It sometimes ramps up your stress hormone like mad. It fires up the central nervous system a lot. So people sometimes, your CNS does adapt to it eventually, but it takes a while. So that's a reason people will kind of shy it away. But ultimately, you know, you've got another day off. The next day you can sleep in, the next day you can recover very well the next day. The other reason people find it really, really good is just the fact that you are hitting everything in a very efficient way. You're also practicing the big lifts very often, and those big lifts are the ones that move the needle the most in terms of changing your whole physique. I see people go to the gym for years, they can't achieve much, but that's because they neglect the big lifts. Whereas this will make sure you have got those big lifts in there. But that's also kind of the detriment. The big lifts, you may go through a season where doing them a bit less makes sense. So that can potentially be a detriment to it. But you can always substitute them. So for example, if you want to do a compound lift for legs, it doesn't have to be squats. You can always do like a Bulgarian split squat, a lunge, push the sled. You just have to learn how to incorporate this type of stuff. And that comes with a bit of experience and a bit of know-how, or maybe a bit of help from a trainer or something. And then as well, the reason people don't like them so much is because when you train your full body, say on Monday, Wednesday's workout will be affected because it's only 48 hours later, you're hitting every muscle again, and then Friday's workout will be affected from there, as an example. So, you know, this is the thing, you can't train super intense on each one, whereas in a split, you know, you got like 2 days at least off, maybe 3 days off, so therefore you can go to town on that body part and probably get away with it because like that body part's getting enough recovery time. So that's why you have to watch your intensity a lot better, manage your recovery on your off day a lot better. But there you go, most people do better with full body. It's just because it's a less commitment. You know, also don't forget the name of the game before steroids was invented was full body. because people's recovery ability before steroids was recognized as being not so great. So ultimately what's changed now is just we're copying guys who are on anabolics which is the worst possible way to build muscle if you're not. So there you go.